So
Ready.
there's worse things that could happen than stuff with a 12 blower.
Okay, good morning. I'm going to call to order Tuesday, May 5th, 2026 meeting. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I think you.
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, you got prayer?
Yep. Let's bow our heads for a moment, start the meeting with gathering our thoughts. We want to thank God for this great country. April showers bring May flowers, and it's beautiful May. A lot of things going on out there with schools and farming and gardening. And we ask that you just shine on our county and that you overlook this meeting today. We make the best decisions for the people we represent. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Roll call.
All right, Commissioner Frankert,
Here.
Commissioner Bustecker.
Here.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Here.
Okay.
Okay. I will accept a motion to approve the digital audio video recordings of the previous board session from Tuesday, April 28th, 2026.
Motion. Second.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes.
Commissioner Bustecker.
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert.
Yes. All right, so today we have an appointment, first and foremost, is a bid opening for the Tiffin Calvert parking lot expansion and the Seneca County Youth Improvements Project.
And I'm just passing around a sign-in sheet. Everybody, please sign that.
Morning, Mayor.
Okay, so how many? do we
We've
have?
got two bids.
Two bids, okay.
Yep.
Boy, the youth center really needs help.
Mhm.
I actually really took a hard look at it. I'm gonna widen it, right, I'm gonna widen it a little bit. Yeah. And,
So the first bid is from Advanced Excavating and Demolition LLC. And before I read this, the estimate is $340,000 for the projects. And their bid total is $363,694.71. And then the second bid is from Ebony Construction Company Incorporated. And the bid total for that is $408,617.98.
So we have Peterman, Greg, anything you want to add or need to?
No, we'll take a look. We're still, right? Yeah, this is, yeah, take a look at it.
We'll have you guys take a look at it and then come back with your,
Absolutely.
that sounds
Yeah,
good.
and we'll set that up. Hopefully, it shouldn't take us very long. So we'll communicate that here very near future. Couple of days. Okay with that?
That sounds good, yeah.
So by Thursday.
Yep, very good.
You good?
Yep, very good,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you. Good job. Thank you.
Thanks.
You guys are free to.
Free to,
speak
free to
out.
everyone, yep.
Thanks.
Appreciate you coming and bidding. Thank you.
That was my fastest one.
We'll skip this. Yeah, we want to take it.
Those
Yeah.
are people who took
You're
the
gonna-
donations,
we're gonna
those that came from.
Start fairly soon with this, right?
Well, once we get it done,
Yeah.
approve the plan, right?
Right. Yeah, it's in there, I've been professionally.
We need to keep. Oh, yes, go ahead.
We
I'm so
gotta
sorry.
have something to evaluate.
Good.
Okay, all set?
Yep,
All right,
you're
Very
good.
good.
Just think that's all you got.
All right, very good. Next, we have Mary Haybig. Okay, give us projects and,
Yeah, we got a couple projects going on. The first one I want to talk to, because it seems to be like more urgent, is the propane. We switched from electric vehicles to propane vehicles. The vehicles we're getting is going to be between 12 and 15 vehicles. They're considered buy vehicles, which means they can run on fuel, gasoline, or they can ride with propane. But we need to put a 1,000-gallon tank at the facility. I need to know where to put it, because it's on county property. I do know that it has to be 25 feet from neighbor properties. It has to be 6 feet from over lines, power lines, and I think it's 5 or 6 feet from a driveway. So I did talk to your maintenance guy briefly while he was out plowing snow, like 6 o'clock in the morning, and he said that, where I was thinking, he goes, there's no way. He goes, you're too close to this, you're too close to this. I said, well, obviously, I have no idea. So I need the expertise of the commissioners to let me know where you would like us to have this 1,000-gallon tank brought in. It's gonna be above ground. We're just not sure of the location. And then the second thing is the big building that I've talked about and that we met about, that's gonna, I don't think you were one of the commissioners at this time. But it's going to be the field between us and the Opportunity Center. There's like 3 acres there. And we're wanting to construct a building. We are following the federal guidelines for the procurement process. That's what's taken forever. It is nearly finished. I would say just to advertise for an engineer and an architect and engineer, we're looking at, before the final will be the end of December, right before Christmas. But it's going to go into paper on June 1st is our target date to advertise this. But to advertise it, we have to put an RFQ in the paper. But ODOT has hired a consultant to oversee, make sure we don't do anything wrong. It will be advertised nationally. We're hoping locals will bid on this also. I'm going to reach out to Bryce at the chamber and anyone that's part of the chamber or anybody he knows that is an architect or an engineer, that we will definitely send it straight to them. Because we want to try to get our locals involved in this as much as we can. So, but ODOT did say that they would like for us, our legal, to get a hold of your legal to do some kind of, I don't know if it's MRU or some understanding for us to use that property for this purpose. I wasn't around when the building that is currently we're in right now, that was constructed in 2012, and I came in 2014. So I don't know, I don't have a copy of that lease. I don't know how that understanding went, but I'm sure between the prosecutor and our legal counsel was legal counsel before I arrived. So Jim Fruth is our legal counsel. So between Jim Fruth and Derek Devine, we should be able to come up with something. So I need your approval to move forward on this. I guess they need your approval. Derek's gonna need your approval to move on this. And Brent, I'll bring you up to speed on this building. This building is going to be about, just a little under, it's gonna be a little over 18,000 square feet. It's gonna be massive. One side's gonna be for the NCAT facility, our vehicles, because right now we're out of space. We've got vehicles parked outside at a fence, and for Cyrus, we have them down in Fostoria. So we're going to put in there, what we'd like to do is call this a green building. We want to collect the water off of all the buildings out there, including all the buildings out there, and have it go into a cistern. And in the middle of this building, we're gonna put a drive-through bus wash with the water that we can reserve, take off all the buildings and the melted snow. We also wanna put small electric panels on the roof for the energy to help pay for the cost of it. On the other side of the building, we wanna put some of the Opportunity Center vehicles in it. Because their vehicles right now are outside. We've already had Cadillac thefts. People have already stolen from ours, from the vehicles sitting outside. I think they had some stolen also. So it's just for security, and right now, we have a couple sitting outside, and I do worry about the fuel. Somebody going in and siphoning the fuel out of our vehicles. We do have security cameras, and we can watch them. You know,
Everybody fill
well,
up
we
that.
got the guy on camera that took our catalytic converters, but they never found out who it was, but we watched him on the camera do it. So this is what this big building is. It's something that I used to travel down to Monroe County and Marietta, Ohio all the time. And I would think about how I wanted to do something really unique. And in Vermont, where I lived, there was a couple locations that had similar green buildings. And so I thought about that, ran it past Senator Reineke, and he said, do it. So when I got back to my office, from the State House back to my office, he had already called EPA and they called me. So he wanted this done. This has been going on the works for like 2.5 years. So we've already contacted EPA. They said, wow, we're not used to people calling us before groundbreaking. So with that being said, we are ahead of them a little bit, but they paused it until we start with the breaking. So right now, we just need an architect and engineer to get us going. But I need the commissioners to, I don't know if you want our legal to reach out to your legal, or you want your legal to reach out to us.
Either way, I'll get with Derek and stuff on, and I will also get with Ed. We'll come out and take a look for the propane
Yeah,
tank too.
we
He's
need
out
to know
today,
where
but
you want the
we'll-
propane.
Yeah.
And like I said, we want to get that grant spent up because we've been sitting on it. It was a federal grant. We were awarded $3.5 million. And that includes infrastructure, that includes the vehicles. We will have, like I said, 12 to 15 vehicles. 2 to 3 will be in Bucyrus and then for Crawford County, and the others will be here in Seneca County.
And just a couple comments, so, good job, thank you.
Yeah.
Enjoy hearing the updates. We, I brought this up before, but we're kinda, I think we said we would wait till we got the architect and that kind of thing. So I agree with Commissioner Frank, or just him and Ed, the maintenance guy, you guys can figure out where to put the propane tank.
Yes.
That'll solve that. When we actually walked the property a few years back, I think you were there, Bill.
Yep.
Between, Jim Oliver was with us.
Yes.
Kathy. So we have a lot going on here. We have, it seems to me, to the south, there's a lot more room than there is towards Job and Family, and then we're gonna go
Correct.
back towards, Department of Developmental Disability Building. I think it's gonna be great to tie that all together.
Right.
So, at some point, before we get to the final one, and we go to bid it, you know, I'd like to see that aerial of how that's laid out. And Ed can help advise you, because there's sewer there, there's.
That'd be all, with the
all
architect,
kinds of
will
stuff.
find all that stuff and
Yeah.
put that out. when-
Yeah, but what I'm just asking is, the architect finds all that, you design all this, and you bring it in and go, this is it.
Yeah,
I'd like to see it before we get to the.
right, and
Oh,
when
yeah.
the
Before you get down
architect,
the road real far, that's all, just,
Yeah.
and I think it'd be good for Commissioner
Right.
Westecker.
okay, and I think when,
know.
we're gonna have, when we
But I'm
put it
good
out to
with
bid, then there's gonna be where they can come do a site visit. I will let you know. In
Yeah,
fact,
just keep it
once
simple.
we get the blessing or the RFQ from the consultant and ODOT, which will probably be the end of this week, there's no way it'll go past the end of next week, because they're pushing this. I can send it to you guys, and you can see all the dates on there.
That'd be nice.
That way you can see what the RFQ looks like, and if anybody ever needs to write another one, it's already there, and the template's there. Because it has been a challenge.
I'll take that document with me when I ride the elevator, just in case I need something to
Yeah.
read.
Yep.
No, but this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. I have no other. Who's your guest with you?
This is Kelsey, she's the assistant director, she's going to be my
Hi, Kelsey.
replacement soon.
You're grooming Kelsey.
Kelsey's been with NCAT SCAT for 16 years.
Have we met, have you been here before?
I have.
She has started
a couple
out
times
a
with her.
dispatcher, she went to, from a dispatcher scheduling to administrative assistant, and we created the assistant director position. So she's been in her role for 2 years.
Yeah, just about. Yep.
Are you
So-
sure you're ready for this task?
It's huge.
I
And
think
kind of
it's
scary, but
Your best thinking's when you're driving by yourself,
Yeah,
you know.
that's
just-
awesome, Mary.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, and
Thank
good
you.
to see you.
thank you.
And we have a
Face.
former board of director, Robin was a former director for NCAT for years.
Good.
She was one of the ones that hired me here, so it's her fault.
I'll take the credit.
Well, thank
Very
you for
good.
the
Thank you.
update.
Yeah,
You're
appreciate
welcome,
it.
thank you. I didn't sign the sign-in.
I signed it for you.
Okay, perfect.
Yep, you bet.
Forge ahead.
Yep, very good. All right,
Thank
take
you.
care.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Yeah.
Can I ask a question about that?
Good.
Can I ask a
Yeah,
question
what's
about that? Well, when you're laying out that propane, wouldn't you, because that's Eden Township, wouldn't you get their zoning involved?
Usually on propane, I mean, do you guys usually cite propane tanks?
We do to make sure make sure that the fire chief is okay with it too,
Oh.
because they need to know about it.
Yeah, because they add them some stuff on our zone, and it's kind of up to basically, usually the company kind of knows where to put them at, but. that's-
I mean, just,
verify
to-
with that.
I would just at least let them know,
Yeah, that's, yeah. No.
because they'll probably have to do a zoning permit anyway, and just make so that those guys know about it.
Mhm. Yeah.
The
that's-
zoning, and then I always like to have the fire chief involved so that he is aware and knows
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yep, yeah.
Because they
We'll
come
look
up with
into
some
that.
good ideas.
It's good.
Okay, good. All right, let's see, Robin, come on up.
Oh,
Go ahead, yep.
okay, Commissioner Franker told me I had an hour, so.
Right.
Settle in.
That's good.
I'm Robin Reeves, I'm with the Mental Health and Recovery Services Board. We currently serve Seneca, Ottawa, Sandusky, and Wyandotte counties. But come July 1st, we are merging with Huron County, and our new name will be North Central Behavioral Health Board. I gotta get used to
Hey,
saying that one.
hey,
but-
your abbreviation for that, so yes.
And the commissioners appointed me last year to serve on the One Ohio Foundation Board, the Region 17. These are, so One Ohio is the settlement foundation with the opiate addiction and the lawsuit with the pharmaceutical companies. And so with that lawsuit came the start of the foundation, and in that foundation, there's a state level board, and then there's 19 regions. And so Seneca County falls into Region 17. So last year, the commissioners appointed me to be a representative on that board for Seneca County. And we haven't had a lot of meetings. I think we've had 4 or 5 since my appointment, but they've been very productive meetings. And my first meeting, I got elected as vice chair. It's very interesting. I had some competition, but I walked out as vice chair, and some secretarial duties came along with that. But one of the biggest things we did in the beginning was, with these dollars, there was cycle 1. So that was 2 years of grant dollars that came into all the regions, and Seneca County used their money to pay for the pivot program here in Seneca County. Well, everybody had to apply, and there were new applicants for what we're in as far as cycle 2 right now. And so we were trying to prepare for cycle 2 when I first joined the regional board, and we looked at what went well in cycle 1 and what could we do differently in cycle 2. So cycle 2, they decided to define some local priorities. So that was one of the first things we did. We asked for input locally on what those priorities should look like out of the abatement strategies already selected by the state region, or the state board. And this region chose crisis with a focus on a behavioral health urgent care center. They chose impacting children and families with a focus on group home and residential treatment. And then they focused on treatment with a focus on residential and inpatient services. So those were our priorities. And then we stopped meeting for a while as the state did their work on setting up the grant process. And then we resumed meeting again early spring to start planning for our local review of all the applications that we received. At a state level, like, there was $45.7 million available. For our region, we had just over 1.4 million, but that included a carryover of $166,000 from Hancock County. So our regional amount was really closer to 1.3 million that we had available. We had 26 applicants, and of those 26 applicants, they were asking for over 7 million. So last week, our board met and started going through those applications, looked at our priorities, evaluated them, and then we walked away with a recommendation of the money that we actually had to spend. We had 9 applicants that we referred on to the state for further review. Now, I can't talk about what those applications were because it's still in a confidential state. So it doesn't mean that we awarded it yet. One Ohio will make that final decision. We don't have an exact date. It all depends on their review process, but hopefully our community, I'm hoping maybe August, early fall, we'll hear what those new Cycle 2 award amounts are and who received those amounts. So other exciting things that happened in that meeting is our Commissioner Mark Stahl, that represents Ottawa County in our region. He was selected to represent our region on the state board, and so he is currently our chair for our region, so he will be vacating that, and they elected me to serve as chairperson starting July 1st. So, any questions?
Wow.
I didn't
Wow,
know
like
if I knew I didn't have an hour, I didn't know if I
Right,
had 2
right,
minutes,
yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
you're
I've gone
good, so
over,
hey,
so I can answer any questions, or?
Just, I have a comment, maybe it's a question. So, each county / the commissioners gets an annual stipend directly. And I think that's 15% of the money. If you took the pot of 100, and we get this money, and then the rest of the money goes into Region 17. So I don't know if you're aware of that or not.
The city
You are.
and the county.
The city and the county, government, local municipal governments get some money. And is it like 15% of the?
I
It's
can look that up
percentage.
and get back with you, but
So,
it's a lower
And
percentage
last
of the
year,
amount.
for us, last year it was like 40,000, plus or minus, right, Cheyenne? We received around 40,000. And then that will be what we split our money, 2/3 with the pivot court and 1/3 to rural EMS. A lot of the calls for drug overdoses, things like that, addiction, put a strain on the EMS system, so we worked with the judges, commissioners, and we passed a resolution that as we receive this money directly to the county, not to you, 2/3 goes to the pivot court and 1/3 goes into the EMS budget. That EMS piece was around 40, so I'm assuming the pivot received around 80, plus or minus. It doesn't come at one time, there's all kinds of different checks that come in. Merck could pay, or McAllen could pay, or Kroger could pay, or Walmart could pay, and this money just comes in. So the Region 17 piece, which is 8 counties, we really, really appreciate what you do. We also feel that 4 of the 8 counties are part of the mental health board. And since this, I would think your goals and your objectives would be pretty much in alignment. I think I would love to be in one of those meetings, but I would think Wyandotte and Sandusky and Ottawa County have the same needs we have, pretty much.
They're similar, but they can be different.
They have different judges
And different applications that
different
come through.
applications, yeah. So I just wanted to make that distinction.
And I'll add to it that we, as a regional board, we don't decide the county level or the municipal
We don't
level.
decide your level. Yeah.
So I know it's questionable as far as my appointment for a 2-year term starting
Yeah.
July 1st of this year through June 30th of 2028, but I'd be happy to take it, and they've elected me as chairperson, so they're hoping that I get appointed as well.
So could you
Sounds good,
explain, that's good for the public, since you're there. Each county has a seat in their respective regions. So there's 8 counties, so each of the 8 counties, many of them send a commissioner. We chose early on to appoint someone who knew more than we did, and that was Mirsha, and now you're there. So of the 8 counties, how many are represented by commissioners and how many have designated?
5 are commissioners.
Okay.
There's 2 from a mental health board, ours, and then Crawford, Marion County, and then Wyandotte County has someone from the health department.
So you can get an idea.
And there's 8 of us.
And that's basically up to the commissioners to do that. And so we've decided to, and I think you would agree, Tom, Robin would do a lot better job than any one of us three on that board.
And I think some of the other counties are looking about doing that also, I know.
It's heavy,
Yeah,
okay,
so I thought,
yeah.
sounds like there's-
Everyone's term is coming up
Yep.
on our
Ah.
eight county regional board, and so
Okay,
I'm not sure what they'll do. They all have till June 30th to make their appointments, but it's been a good group. It's been a good mix, having commissioners plus board, plus someone from the health
Yeah.
department, so it's worked for us in our region, but I do appreciate the appointment. I have been in the mental health and addiction field for over 30 years now. I saw the opiate epidemic come in. I saw and been a part of the devastation. So being on this end, being able to
Absolutely,
help
yep.
see where the money goes to address the devastation is much appreciated.
thank you.
Very good,
We,
thank you, and we'll, yeah, work on down the way here.
That's how I see that on there, right?
Yep.
Okay, thanks, Robin.
Okay. All right, commissioner reports.
I can go. Several things last week. Did stuff with HR interviews, IT stuff. Had recovery task force last week. Prior to the recovery task force, there was actually an additional new task force. Be considered violence task force, Robin? Is it the violence task force?
Prevention.
Violence Prevention Task Force. As I walked into the room early for a meeting, I got appointed to be on the Violence Task Force.
Ah, good deal, that, yeah.
So that actually brings up a question to you guys that was addressed to me. They intend on having Elizabeth Smart. They want to try to have her come to Seneca County to speak. And the Violence Task Force was raising money to get her here. I think they were doing that in maybe November is what their hope date was, but they have to give her money ahead of time. I think it was a sizable amount. But they wanted us to manage the contract. I think Elizabeth Smart's group, to the contract of it. We wouldn't have to fund anything. The contract would be between the commissioners and Elizabeth Smart's people. That was asked of me the other day. I don't know what's been done in the past, because this is something new to me.
Yeah, we'd have to,
Derek
Derek
question?
question,
Okay.
I'd run by
I
him
would be
first.
okay if he's okay.
Yeah, it was asked by one of the judges, not judges, no, it was a magistrate. It was, Ken Clayson asked me that, because they need to get funding sent to them. But it would not be asking us for money, it's asking us to be in the agreement of it. And I don't know what we've done in the past, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm bringing it up now.
Yep.
Then also went to Foster Care Appreciation Night at Horniman Refectory. It was a really nice event. Lauren and her people had a group of people there. It was neat. They had, you know, I've actually never been in the Horniman Dining Commons, and they actually fed everybody, and Heidelberg did that for it. It was really nice. The kids that were there, like, they're doing a really good job with the foster families that were there, and seeing so many kids having a good time, smiling, and the judge was there, and his magistrate, and myself, and it was a good night, so, and I'll pass on.
Okay.
Go ahead. Got it? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Tug of war.
Yeah, no matter.
A few things. Yeah, I had, there was a 4-H event. Did you go to?
Yeah, I know, I had
May 1st. and
Yep, we had-
Foster care. I had a few things on there I couldn't get to, but I was busy. I popped out at the Region 17 meeting, said hello to everybody, and I was needed to navigate one of the commissioners into the facility there. Robin, he didn't know where he was going. Went out, had a nice meeting in Green Springs at the Legends with EMS and leadership out there to work on that contract and how we can, we had both medical directors on the phone, and it was really a nice clinical, tactical meeting to continue to work together. Really, our EMS is doing a great job. We then had a meeting out at the Public Safety Building with EMS leadership and RCR. the architects to talk about the new EMS building. You understand this with the Advertiser Tribune building, we're probably, we're 6 months, we probably can't even bid it till first of the year. So there's a lot of things going on with the drawings, even though we're gonna duplicate the drawings.
Every site's different.
I was reminded of a lot of things, so, but that's in motion. We're gonna change a couple things, pretty much the buildings are the same, but we're gonna move a door and a wall and a couple plugs, and we're in that kind of, so we're letting the EMS people who live and stay there have some input. So that's in process, we're excited. In the meantime, our friends at Green Springs are doing a great job. We're housed there, and it's all working out fine. Went to the Tiffin University Society dinner, saw a lot of people, it was great. Last night, Liberty Township and Eden Township gave an EMS update, handed out our annual report. We're wrapping this up for last year, but we're giving them a kind of a view of this year and where we're headed at the same time. All going well there. And that's it. That's all I have to report.
Very good.
Yep.
Last Tuesday, we all went over to the sheriff had a Buckeye Sheriff Association meeting out to the barn, and
missed
what a great turnout and stuff.
Yeah.
What's that?
I
Yeah,
missed that,
right,
yeah.
right. So yeah, so
That's
it was a
good.
good turnout there from many sheriffs from the area. Kind of got a good catch up. Had Representative Click and State Senator Reineke. They give an update what's happened down legislative wise and stuff on it. So yeah, good meeting there. Wednesday, went out to the Good Shepherd. They had a fundraiser in Fostoria there. Had a nice turnout for that, and it was a great evening. It was a lot of good people there and stuff on it. And last night, Green Springs was there to deliver a proclamation. They had a fifth grader who designed a flag. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Adam, the new flag for the village there to kind of commemorate the America 250 and stuff on it. So it was nice. They had many kids submit from the fifth grade, and she got ended up with a nice flag with it. So that was nice proclamation to give. You get somebody. It's amazing to put kids doing stuff on that. How creative they can be. So this morning had board of revision, and then followed up by budget commission. So
Any big changes there?
no, just like budget was just kind of some adjustment stuff. There's some grants that some of the townships got for fire and stuff on that. So just a little bit of budget adjustments on that. Board of revision just had. Basically some remission of penalties and stuff on it, just with mail and all that kind of stuff with it, so, yep, nothing earth shaking with that, so. Bring us up to this morning, so we'll go ahead and Cheyenne County Administrator's report.
I just have a couple of things. I had received two applications for the use of county buildings and grounds. The first one is from Seth Marlowe for the Mandy Boer Foundation. They're requesting the use of the health department parking lot this Saturday, May 9th from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. For food trucks for, I believe it's for some kind of fun, is it a fundraiser?
Yeah, they do an annual event in memory of Mandy.
Yep. So that's that one.
We'll talk about each one separately.
Yeah, if we wanna.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that's,
Yeah, were they there last year?
The food trucks?
Yeah,
That's something new.
this is new.
In defense of it, he did give it to her
Yes.
a week or so back further than
Yeah.
today.
I mean, I'm okay
I
with
meant to
it.
bring it up last Tuesday,
I'm okay
and
with it,
so that's
yeah.
on me.
But, Brent, you know who they are, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, what do you
Yeah,
think?
definitely, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been doing it, Mandy Boer was,
Yeah,
she was hit in a car accident
I
years ago, and
100% know.
it's a very good event.
mhm.
So we just need an okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Make a
Your
motion, is that what we?
Yep, you need a
Yep.
motion, yep,
That we approve the permit.
I'll second,
Okay.
roll call.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Yes.
Commissioner Bustecker,
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert.
Yes.
Okay. And then the second one I have, actually, is coming from CASA, over on Court Street. They are wanting to use one of the parking spots in the prosecutor's lot on Court Street. They don't have an exact day yet because it's for a one-day use for a dumpster so that they can clean out some old furniture from their building. And they said probably either the last week of May or first week of June. They just didn't want to schedule it before getting approval.
Is this a city thing, or are they gonna use one?
No,
They want to
County
use one
spots.
of the prosecutor's spots.
It's in their
Yes.
lot space there.
Yes,
Okay,
so that they're
that's
not
why you're
blocking
asking.
off Court
Right.
Street.
I understand. Okay, thanks for the clarification.
Yeah.
So they would just coordinate that with Derek's office,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, right by that brick fence, probably, brick wall there.
Yeah, I
Put it in there.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I'll make the motion.
Second,
Okay,
roll
all
call?
right. Commissioner Paradiso,
Yes.
Commissioner Bustecker,
Yes.
Commissioner Franklin.
Yes.
All right, that's all I have.
Any other old business? Okay. Now, we got a new business, supplemental appropriations.
All right, I do have a handful here, but I do believe they're all kind of the same thing. So, the first one for general fund, transfers outline of $904.09. This is part of the ERO stipend for the sheriff's office. They had to purchase a new tray for the back of the 2021 Chevy Tahoe that they purchased a couple of weeks ago. Just have to do the transfer out, move it to the 1215. Since it's going on a vehicle, it has to be paid out of the equipment and added to the vehicle's assets. Even though it's, it's only $904.09. Next, 1, 2, 3 out of the general fund are all for contract services, and the dollar amounts of $488.18, $14,711.25, and $6,756.08. This is also all part of the ERO stipend for the sheriff's office, just for various services that they would like to pay for with that money. The next one for general fund, out of the supply line of $2,481, is also just for various supplies. I think it was intoximeters they're buying new for their office with that ERO stipend money. And then the last one I have is for the county capital projects fund and the equipment line of $904.09. And again, that's just to put that money for the tray in the back of the Chevy onto the equipment line. And that's all I have for sub-apps.
Make a motion, we approve supplemental appropriations as read.
I'll second that.
Okay, roll call?
Commissioner Paradiso,
Yes.
Commissioner Bustecker,
Yes.
Commissioner Franker.
Yes. All right, resolution time.
All right, I do have quite a few. The first one I have is resolution authorizing fund transfers to be made to the county capital projects fund. And this is just for moving that money for the ERO stipend. The dollar amount's $904.09.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Yes.
Commissioner Bustecker,
Yes.
Commissioner Franker.
Yes.
The next resolution I have is resolution authorizing fund transfers be made to the Children's Services Fund. This is in the dollar amount of $100,000. We've done a couple of these in the past. I think this is something that we've just been doing monthly for them instead of,
Lump of something, yeah.
Yeah, I
think
Yep,
that's been
kind
the
of
goal,
what
to
we're
Is
try
there
doing.
a time of, is there a time of month we're gonna do this?
it seems to be, so this is technically for April, so they
Yeah.
send it at the very end of the month. So it'll be probably that first meeting of the next month for the prior.
Okay. Yep, so we can expect this till we get an
Till-
update.
Yeah, till we get.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Make a motion.
Okay.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Yes.
Commissioner Bustecker,
Yes.
Commissioner Franker.
Yes.
The next resolution I have is resolution authorizing the amendment to the 4D service contracts between the Seneca County Common Pleas Court 1, Common Pleas Court 2, Juvenile Clerk, Juvenile Magistrate, Clerk of Courts, and Sheriff's Office on behalf of the Seneca County Department of Job and Family Services. I got an email from JFS, with the amendment for this contract, and it is, they're changing, what the deputy does in their office and adding service of process to his duties. They also received a letter from the sheriff's department and added the amendment, and also changed the performance standards to show the change.
Make the motion?
I'll second.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Okay. Next resolution I have is a resolution reappointing Robin Reeves as the representative for Seneca County to the One Ohio Region 17 Board effective July 1st, 2026.
I'll second that. That's fine, I'll second it, so yeah.
Okay. Commissioner Paradiso?
This is an enthusiastic yes.
Yeah.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Definitely yes.
I told her the other day we'd think
Thank you,
about it.
Robin, for,
Thank you.
thank you for serving. Thank you.
The next resolution I have is resolution authorizing the disposal of unneeded, obsolete, or unfit county-owned property. And this is coming from the engineer's office. They are getting rid of a 1992 IHC bridge truck, a 2005 IHC dump truck, well, two 2005 IHC dump trucks, and a 2020 John Deere tractor.
Okay, so move.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
The next resolution I have is resolution authorizing payment of sales tax on a Walmart invoice. This also comes from the engineer's office. They attempted to contact Walmart to remove the sales tax, and they will not remove it. And the dollar amount is $5.73.
Okay.
Hey, I motioned last time. Apparently still has motion.
So move, we gotta get it done.
Yeah.
I'll second it.
Yeah,
Commissioner?
just for, so the public understands, if many of our vendors, we have set up with our tax exempt slip. You know, they have a copy of it, but if we ask Tom to run out right now to Walmart and get something for the county and you don't have the tax exempt slip, they're gonna charge you tax. And this may not have happened, but this is the kind of thing that every once in a while happens.
Yeah, from my understanding, somebody went out with their credit card and paid for something at Walmart just through.
You know, somebody needs it right now, a maintenance guy, they run out, get the part, keep things going, and then you try to reverse it, you can't. So, we are not allowed to, the auditors, we're not allowed to pay, what is it, late fees and sales tax. Can't do it. So we always have to approve and override those scenarios when they come up, and that's why there's $2, $3, that kind of thing. So that's, fulfills my discussion.
Okay.
And Brett's now in demand. That's good.
Well,
Right.
I want to interrupt you. I was trying to cut you off.
Okay,
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
yes.
Okay. And then we just had a couple of last minute resolutions added to the agenda. The next one is resolution accepting the resignation of Andrea Caskey as Human Resources Generalist effective May 15th, 2026.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Just want to thank Andrea. She's in the back. We have a new person she's working with right now. She gave everything she had, and she's gonna move on. She even gave us plenty of notice. She's working with us, to midday, right?
Been very helpful.
Yep.
And, yeah, we've all been through a lot together, but I just want to thank her. Thank all of us, really, you guys, for everybody working together. So we wish her well. Thanks.
All right. Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Okay. And last resolution I have is resolution hiring Lori Bentz as Human Resources Generalist effective May 5th, 2026.
So move.
Second.
All right. Commissioner Paradiso,
Yes.
Commissioner Bustecker,
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert,
Yes.
and that is all I have.
Alright. Any public comment? Robin?
Again, I just want to thank you for the vote of confidence, and I want to circle back to something you had said, Commissioner Paradiso,
This one
about the
too?
percentage.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It's 55% goes to the foundation for the grants that they award and their other admin expenses. 15% goes back to the state of Ohio, and 30% is what comes
30's
back
here.
to the counties
Okay.
and municipalities. And as far as being on the board, I'm not paid directly by the foundation to be on that board. That's through my time through the local mental health and recovery services.
Kind of a volunteer position then, yep, right.
Thank you.
Thank you for,
Yeah,
okay.
great.
Anybody else? No? Okay, meeting adjourned.
Good job, Mr. President.
So good.